This is a communication plan for the Victorian branch of the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, commonly known as the RSPCA. I've decided to do a SWOT analysis to analyse the strengths, weaknesses and opportunities and threats facing the RSPCA. Strengths. Attitudes are changing in Australia and many people are more involved and interested in the ethical treatment of animals and how to prevent cruelty. Public support is also increasing for ethically sourced foods, and demand is increasing for foods that are approved by the RSPCA, as well as other ethically sourced foods such as free-range eggs. Many restaurants even advertising their use of these products. Many corporations are beginning to donate large amounts of funds to many organisations such as the RSPCA, as this gives off a positive image and shows that they have a social conscience. Many people are also beginning to adopt animals from shelters such as the RSPCA instead of alternatives such as pet shops and breeders, as they believe it creates a stronger bond as you have literally saved an animal's life. The RSPCA has an existing presence in Australia. Many people have heard of the RSPCA and are aware of the great work they do. However, more can always be done. Weaknesses. Unfortunately, many types of ethically sourced foods are expensive compared to their alternatives. Many people believe that RSPCA approved food comes at a premium, and many people are unwilling to pay extra money for these products. Unfortunately, the RSPCA has also received negative press due to reluctant euthanasia of companion animals meaning pets. Unfortunately, when animals are not found a home, in some states, these animals are still euthanized or put down. Rising cost of animal maintenance. Melbourne is one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in, and these costs are also associated with the maintenance of animal shelters and looking after the animals they hold. Lack of celebrity endorsements. Unfortunately, unlike other charities and organisations, the RSPCA doesn't yet have a celebrity endorsement or a face you can put to their brand. However, this can be viewed as both an opportunity and a weakness, as there is room for this to be established. Opportunities. There is an opportunity for increased corporate funding, as corporations are always looking for new ventures and charities to fund. This is incredibly important, as 90% of the RSPCA's funding comes from corporate and public donations. The RSPCA currently does have a social media presence. However, social media is becoming even more important in today's world, and this can also be viewed as another opportunity to increase the RSPCA's social media presence. There is also an opportunity to increase adoption rates. As education occurs, many people are more likely to want to adopt from a shelter than from breeders and pet shops. Increase sales of RSPCA approved products. The demand for RSPCA approved products is growing. However, through marketing and product placement, this demand and sales can increase. Unfortunately, the RSPCA receives very little government funding, meaning that they rely solely on both their operations and donations for revenue. meaning that if the revenue stops, there is no other way of paying their bills. Food shortages and droughts is also a growing concern, as many farmers are starting to give little thought to the goodwill and health of their animals if it means making money. Negative stigma associated with abandoned animal adoption. Unfortunately, many people believe that it is much safer and better to adopt a puppy from a pet shop or a breeder than to adopt one from the RSPCA, as they believe animals that have been abandoned often have behaviour issues such as aggression, and they don't trust these animals around their children or other pets. Target audiences. Our three main target audiences are corporate and private sponsors and donators, as these are a large source of funding for the RSPCA. Pet adopters, as these are the people who need to begin adopting pets from the RSPCA and rescuing these animals compared to just going to a pet shop or a breeder. And the general public and social media users, as these are the people that our social media campaign will be targeting and also will be hoping to educate in hopes of increasing both corporate and private sponsorship and pet adoption. Key message: the RSPCA wishes to be the leading authority in animal care and protection. Goal: to prevent cruelty to animals by actively promoting their care and protection. These both the goal and key message were taken directly from the RSPCA's mission statement, which is available on the RSPCA website. And that is why we chose them, because we also think they very well sum up the objectives of this communication program. Objectives: increase in public and corporate donations, increase social media presence, and increase adoption numbers. All three of these are important to reaching our goal. Corporate and public events will be held in order to help promote the RSPCA in the hopes of increasing funding. These will include gala dinners and even charity auctions. Social media campaigns will also be held to increase the RSPCA's prominence and also educate people about the way they can look after their animals, and also to potentially get more people to adopt from RSPCA facilities. The RSPCA community, the RSPCA will also have a social media campaign educating people on the many benefits of adopting an adult animal compared to getting a puppy, as many of the animals that do need rescuing from these facilities are older. Bondi vet Dr. Chris Brown, will also be employed as a spokesperson for the RSPCA, will appear on social media as well as at corporate events in order to promote our cause. The way we plan to evaluate the success of this campaign